Kelly Osbourne loves Japan. And she's going to discover it for herself, up close and personal, by taking the ultimate working holiday.
What?
Ridiculous.
There are a couple of glitches. She doesn't speak a word of the language. And her resume is a little short of appropriate work experience.
Do I look like I've ever been a waitress before?
But that won't stop her. She'll throw herself into a series of Japanese jobs and activities that will test her love of Japan to the very limit.
Oh! They wanted me with my back arched on my knees, like with my legs spread.
Her 5-week journey will take her deeper and deeper into the heart of Japan. From the tough...
It's gonna chop my head off.
...to the exasperating...
So sick of fucking bowing. So over it today.
...to the weird and beyond.
Disgusting.
Down roads she didn't even know existed.
It's brilliant.
Will the mystery of the East have a lasting effect? Or will she be lost? In translation.
Japanese people like talking like babies, and I don't understand why.
London, late summer. Kelly Osbourne is about to jet off to Japan and into the most challenging 5 weeks of her life.
I'm really looking forward to going to Japan. I'm a bit worried because it's a long time in a country that I don't know very much about, and it's very foreign. Like, I like familiarity, I like having a sense of independence, and I feel like when I get there that will be totally taken away because I'll have to go through a translator to get the simplest thing as... But at the same time, I'm looking forward to experiencing a whole another world.
Her aim is to get beneath the skin of one of the strangest cultures on Earth by taking the ultimate working holiday.
There's lots of jobs that I'll be doing. Some of them I really don't understand, and I'm not sure if I'm going to like.
One thing is for sure, though, Kelly certainly isn't a shrinking violet. Just how will her sometimes outspoken attitude go down in one of the politest places on Earth?
It's going to test me in so many ways, because it's going to test my tolerance levels big time, because I give respect when respect is due, not because somebody tells me that I have to respect them. I'm a bit worried, and it's a lot of pressure on me.
But will spending 5 weeks in Japan change her in any way? Or more importantly, will she let it?
My hope is that I come away learning something, whether it be good or bad, but about this culture and something about myself.
After an 11-hour flight, Kelly arrives in Tokyo and her home for the next few weeks, an apartment block right in the city centre.
The flat's amazing. It is not what I expected. I expected to be sleeping in one of those little cubby holes with a bottom drawer.
To help her navigate the heart of this strange culture, Kelly will be helped by Yumi Shimizu, a native Japanese speaker who has previously lived in Tokyo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome to Japan.
Thank you.
It's probably important for Kelly to know that many things that she will be trying, maybe no other Westerner has experimented or actually been through, yeah? Which means that if she gives up in the middle, then again, she will just be proving to the Japanese that Westerner will never understand Japanese culture.
Will Kelly indeed be able to hold her own in this strange and foreign land? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, though, she doesn't waste any time getting to grips with the basics.
The toilet paper is like newspaper. I'll get a paper cut if I wipe my ass with that. So, I'm having issues with the toilet. If you are a boy, you press this button. If you're a girl, you press this button. I know you can turn the heat up on it. There's like a little thingy that like moves out and it squirts you in the arse. Maybe I shouldn't push things, I don't know what they are.
Oh.
Ah! It's gonna start squirting! Did it come out? That looks so dirty. Oh my god.
You have to be sitting. Or maybe not. Oh yeah. I couldn't see it happening really.
It's squatted on the wall! That is so disgusting!
After getting to grips with the toilet, Kelly hits the sack. Just 4 hours of jet-lagged sleep later, and it's time for Kelly to venture into the monster metropolis and head off for her first day at work. Twice the size of London, and with a population of over 22 million people, Tokyo is a bright, brash and fast city. It's go, go, go 24/7, and to make matters worse, relatively few people speak English. Some say it's the perfect place to find yourself. First of all, of course, you have to get lost.
We have to get on the Ginza line and then go and get on the yellow line, which is Yurikochu line. I think it's that way. Well, how do I know how much my fare is? I think it's 1/5 of 150 yen. If we're wrong, we're fucked. We have to do this all over again. I think I didn't buy the right ticket. It says 190. Oh, no, smart. I figured out how much it was to go on the train. You never would have been able to do that.
Kelly makes a promising start by figuring out the fare, but can she actually navigate her way to work?
Ginza line?
Ginza line.
That way or that way?
Go upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
How is that the Ginza line?
10 minutes into her first commute, and it's back to square one.
This doesn't make sense at all.
Some Tokyo stations are so large they can have up to 60 exits and entrances,
Ah, Ginza line.
so plenty of choice when getting hopelessly lost. Eventually, Kelly gets on the right track, but the diversion puts her behind schedule.
I'm definitely late for work. We just have to make sure that we don't get on the next line going the wrong way. There's only 3 stops on this next one, so hopefully we'll get there in time.
Kelly is running late for work in this cafe. To ease herself in gently to Japanese work culture, Kelly is spending the day as a waitress. No ordinary greasy spoon this though, it's a maid cafe. Essentially, shy young men whose only solace in life are manga magazines and video games frequent these cafes for coffee, cake and an hour or so of being served by a girl dressed as a French maid. The trend for this kind of geek cafe started about 4 years ago and has boomed. Tokyo, it seems, has a hell of a lot of geeks. Half an hour later, Kelly finally arrives and gets straight down to business, uniform first.
Believe the shit that I do to myself. Just drugs.
Then, Kelly receives some on-the-job training from the manager. First, the correct way to greet customers.
Then minus.
Okay,
In Japan, you're a maid and the customer is a master.
okay. Welcome to the Maid Cafe Master. How many of you will there be?
Next, the etiquette of serving. Maids have to bow and must ask the customers if they would like milk or sugar in their coffee, and if they require the maid to stir it for them. Finally, Kelly has her photo taken for her gift cards. Basically, if a customer orders more than 2 drinks, they get a discount and the chance to keep a photo of their favourite girl.
I don't know what it means.
It means like a cat.
Oh.
Then they'll make us a card.
Okay.
User cards.
I like that one best. I don't want anyone to come in so I can keep them all.
It may be a little strange, but Kelly seems to be warming to the idea.
To me, this is fun and games and like a joke, but to them it's very serious. I'd only work here for the outfit anyway.
Coming up, Kelly gets hands-on in the maid cafe and a whole lot of love Japanese style. Kelly Osbourne is in Japan on the ultimate working holiday. Her aim over 5 weeks is to get beneath the skin of this strange culture by taking on some very unusual jobs and activities.
Believe the shit that I do to myself. Guess it's better than drugs.
First on the list is working as a waitress in a maid cafe, and the doors are open for business.
I'm actually quite nervous right now. I can feel it in my tummy. Welcome, master.
The first customer arrives, and Kelly swings into action.
It's really weird because I can't understand what he's saying and he can't understand what I'm saying. I think he asked for a coffee, but I'm not sure.
Even though the task of serving coffee may be simple, etiquette is paramount. If Kelly gets the sequence of bowing, serving and stirring wrong, she may cause offence.
I love geeks.
He's a geek, isn't he?
Yes, and I love him.
The first geek customer seems happy enough, but it's hard to tell.
He looks really bored.
Even though these lads like to be called master, they're certainly not the most demanding of customers. Moments later, though, Kelly has 2 more on her hands. And these guys are taking no prisoners. They order coffee and cake.
This feels incredibly wrong.
Have you ever done waitressing at all?
Excuse me. I'm a spoilt brat that grew up in fucking Buckinghamshire and Beverly Hills. Do I look like I've ever been a waitress before?
Unfortunately for this second set of customers, Kelly's newfound waitressing skills seem to be going downhill fast.
Arigato. I'm crap at this.
Crap or not, with the geeks happy for the minute, Kelly passes the time with a moment of reflection.
The media has this whole perception of me thinking, oh, she's so up her own ass and she's fat and she's mouthy and hates everything. And I'm very real. I know that I'm not skinny and I know that I'm spoiled. So what's the point in trying to make it into a bad thing? By being an independent female that speaks her mind freely and shows other girls that you don't have to be what media perceives as perfect, I think that makes a difference. And if I can help one girl not hate themselves because they don't look like Paris Hilton, then I've made a difference, and that means more to me than anything.
But the only thing that will make a difference to her customers is prompt service. Kelly gets back down